What's going on, family? It is Sunday Soul Talk with Soul Vapor. I am your host, Nemo, co-host Gabe in the
What's
back,
up?
and we got a special guest, Sabrina Simone, our regional manager, aka Boss Lady.
How's it going? Glad to be here. This is our first Twitch. So we're going to try to get this right. So bear with us. Have fun with us. For all my TMP Planet people, TMP Planet, Transmuse Planet is producing this and we'll be hosting these weekly soul talks down in the dispensary in Bluefield, Virginia. So we can kick back, chill, get to talking, work out some of life issues with God's medicine.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
We have plenty upcoming with TMP on separate streams. I'm going to have sipping tea, interview shows, and a little, of course, TMP news. We're going to have to do the news. But here at Soul Vapor, we have all kinds of events. We have punch cards, membership programs. We have BOGO every Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Thursday. What I'm most proud of is every day, whether you come in here from 7 to 7:15, you have 15 minutes to come visit us and get 50% off of any concentrate. So that's every day you can come and hang out with us at 7 o'clock. Fridays and Saturdays, we have shows. And then on Sundays, it's our movie night and our stream night. So we will be down here streaming every Sunday. Come on down, see a live show, and come and hang with us or be a guest on our show.
Yes, yes, yes. Please do, please do. And tonight was movie night. We was gonna do a couple weed movies, but instead we probably gonna talk about those with y'all a little bit later in the segments and topics that we have for you. Gabe, you want to punch in some history on joints for us?
Well, real quick, Nemo, why don't you introduce the topic? What is a joint for our viewers who might not
What
know?
is a
What
joint?
is a joint?
What is a joint?
I know how to do it. What is it? That's a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you got different forms of joints. A joint to me is, of course, you use a paper, no tobacco products, unless you roll it like what you call it, spliff, right?
Mhm.
A spliff.
Yeah.
You put a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of weed, but a joint to me, it's beautiful paper with some of our beautiful flower right now. We got the red eye. That is a shotgun shell. First time rolling a shotgun shell, just so you know. That is a donut, which you'll get to see how that smokes when we smoke it. We'll probably smoke that one first. That has wax on the inside, and that is a cross joint. The
Keeps the bad
OGs.
away. Keeps the bad away.
Yes, yes, but that's a that's what I call a joint, or a Dublin. But
We have to
yes,
sample all of those.
yes, we did. We did. We smoked a little bit earlier too, if you can't tell.
So, the origins of the joint can date back to Mexican laborers back before the Jazz Age, around 1856. Mexican laborers would do what we would call today a spliff, where they would combine cannabis and tobacco in a paper roll, and that is what we know today as a joint. They would smoke these out in the field or in their leisure time, just whenever they had a moment.
It's funny how the best things in life were developed out of the misery of hardship of work
Yeah,
in the
right,
field.
right. And shout out to all my spliff smokers.
Yeah, it's very popular over in, I believe, the UK. They
Yep,
smoke a lot of
UK.
spliffs.
I know a lot of my older friends, a lot of people I know from New York, they love
Mm.
spliffs.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I used to be a really big spliff fan
Mm-hmm.
until I stopped tobacco altogether.
Fair
Which is
enough.
another
Hmm.
thing. Come visit our Soul Vapor Vape Shop if you want to stop smoking tobacco. We got plenty of different options for you, from non-nicotine vapes to nicotine vapes to disposables to anything else you want to come and ask us about. But moving on to segments and topics, right? I
Mm-hmm.
want to know something about you guys. I'm gonna ask Miss Sabrina, boss lady,
Mm-hmm.
what's your first time smoking like? What got you on to smoking?
My first time smoking, actually, I think I had my first drink when I was like 17 and 18, and I went to Spartanburg Methodist College and was part of a Omega Psi Phi, which was a drama fraternity.
Okay.
And after the plays, we had Agatha Christie. I played a character in the murder of the Mousetrap. Mousetrap was the name of the play, and it's Agatha Christie movie play. And I remember we went to the camping afterwards. After the cast party, we had it outdoors,
Yeah.
and we were camping and stuff, getting high. And it was the first time I ever got high. And I don't even remember like really getting high because everybody else was laughing and enjoying it. I'm just looking at everybody's going, "What are you? I'm not feeling this. I'm not
Mm,
feeling that."
yeah.
So I didn't really get high that first time,
Mhm.
but the following week was when I did because my girlfriends, we used to walk around campus and bug the damn security guards, be drunk with security guards, ride in the golf carts with bottles of E&J and Long
Oh,
Island iced
shoot.
tea. And
Okay. Boss lady was turning college. Shoot.
no, USC and Spartanburg Methodist was nothing but party schools, nothing but party schools,
Dude. Hey,
unfortunately.
when I was in college, I wish I would party with boss lady. I get to chill and smoke with her now, in my adult days. And I really appreciate that too, but
I,
I would
I
have
was,
went
I
toe
was,
for
yeah,
toe.
I was wild back then. We would go to the crack of dawn now back in my day.
Hey Gabe, you got a first time smoking story, man?
Well, yeah. First time smoking for me was a J in the local park. Me and my friend, rest in peace, Richard, he introduced me to the lifestyle, and much like Boss Lady, really, I didn't get high my first time, you know? I smoked and I was like, that tasted a bit foul. That
Mhm.
was definitely Reggie back in those days on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
streets and stuff like that. I wasn't introduced till on the loud, as it were, until much later. But that J was it was just not a tremendous first experience, I gotta say, all around. But the second time definitely hit me much better. I was hitting a bong at my boy's house, same friend, but we weren't out on the town this time, so we had some time to chill and relax. We
Mm.
loaded up the bong. We had some real good loud, some blue. Um, and yeah, we sat down, burned it down, played some Call of Duty Zombies, and I was just. Wow. I was just standing there at periods, like just with a controller in my hand, staring, locked. Like I was a bad teammate, my man. A terrible teammate that night. But he bared with me.
When was your first one?
My first time trying weed, I want to say around the age of maybe 14, 15,
You was a baby.
being a little rebel, hanging out with my neighborhood friends, and my mom, she used to trust me to go. We went to school together and all that. We was good kids, but eventually we seen everybody else in our family, like the ones that smoke, so they keep telling us to stay away from them. Let's try it.
Oh,
So we would take the little roaches
oh,
and just sit out there thinking we was smoking, and that's the first time I can remember. But the first time I remember enjoying smoking, I was in high school, and I think we had a school break, and my mom, uh, she was dating, rest in peace, Mr. Cliff at the time, wonderful person. Everybody's got their ups and downs, but he was a wonderful person. Um, he and his son at the time, he used to sneak out and go through the neighborhoods. He had friends that,
mm.
at the time they sold marijuana. So we went over to his house. It's like, man, let's get a little 10 bag. A little 10 bag. We sitting over there. We got a timer because we know they finna be back from Cali any hour now. So we sitting there smoking. Me not used to feeling how smoking was. I'm hitting the bowl. They laughing. I'm like, why y'all laughing? Next thing you know, 10 minutes go by. I'm laughing for no reason. No apparent reason. I'm outside staring at the trees, laughing. It's just like, yo, I think we need to go home. I'm crying at this point. We get home. They in the house. Mom then asking, why you smiling like that? And I'm in my head. I'm staring at shit. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just feeling good. I remember going and taking a shower after that. I'm sitting up there in the bathtub, taking a shower, just laying there. Like,
So
damn.
your very first time, you didn't really feel it either.
My very first time, I think I was just paranoid. because
Mhm.
we were young, and then we knew we had to go back to parents that did not accept that.
I
So it
wonder
was
how
like, all
common
right,
that
That
is.
was kind of an element of mine too. I
yeah,
definitely didn't hit it right, I think,
yeah.
my
The
first
first time
time. I was
I
definitely
definitely
babying
didn't.
that thing.
Yeah,
I didn't know how to hit a J.
yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
And see, mine was roaches,
interesting.
so we was just thinking we getting hot. You just getting a little buzz, and then
Hmm.
it would go away 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
And when I got high that first time,
Mhm.
I was high all night.
Wow.
Yeah.
In there trying to lay down and go to sleep, thinking I'm floating on a raft,
Mhm.
laughing at myself. My mom like, "You supposed to be asleep." I'm sitting there like, "Oh shit."
What
I'm
about
so hot.
you out there? Go ahead and hit in the comments. Let us know, what was your first time like? Did you get high? Did you not? Was it indica or sativa?
All right.
Oh,
That's
it's
more of a discussion these days than it was
definitely.
back in the
Do
day.
y'all remember
Yeah.
y'all first strain?
First
The
what?
first strain that I got high on that day was lemon haze.
I didn't even know strands really back then. I didn't know strands really until dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in South Carolina, it was just like when I got up with my guy,
There you go.
what you got,
That's
he
what you
said
got.
he had the fire or
Yep.
not.
Yep.
He had fire, I was getting it. I didn't really
Gotcha.
care whether it was Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man.
Right, right.
I feel that. What about you? You remember your strain or?
I just remember that second one I mentioned, and we just called it blue because
Mm,
it was some real good loud that had some real dark buds on it. It had like kind of like a blueberry terpene profile if we
mm-hmm.
can look at it in like retrospect. I know it tasted super crazy to me back in the day, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was super push, and I mean, blue is all I can call it.
What's a strain that you don't see a lot of nowadays that you can remember being out? Like back when we was younger,
Mm.
that's what we seen was as exotics, and nowadays you might think, oh, that's just a regular strain. What's a
I don't
strain
know,
for
man.
y'all?
I used to hear a lot and see a lot of Pac-Man back in the day, but you don't hear too much about
No, not at all.
Pac-Man
Not at all.
anymore.
What
I'd
about
like to shout out the
Granddad
definite Kush phase we
Yeah,
had. Like,
Granddaddy Kush.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Kush
don't
was
see
super
that
big for a
anymore.
while and then it just kind of fell off. I mean, you
Hmm.
still see it pop up here and there. It's a good crossbreed. You see
Hmm.
it in a lot of your favorites, but Kush as is, no, you don't see it very much. I mean,
Yeah,
just Kush, like Afghan Kush,
yeah,
specifically the landrace strain.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say a strain that's my favorite that I do not see a lot of that. It's like a recent strain.
Hmm.
What was it? Barry Sanders?
Oh,
I think it was something like that. Barry
all right.
Sanders. And
Oh,
I had it
yes. We
once.
had it here, I think.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Oh,
I had it
wow.
once, and like since then,
Hmm.
I know Cookies might sell a strain of it, but
Hmm.
I just, like around where I'm at now, and just everywhere I've been, I have
Mm.
really
Yeah.
good though. I don't know if it's a hybrid or anything, but definitely don't see that.
We have definitely tons of different strands at Soul
Yes.
Vapor to choose from. We believe in giving our customers choices. So you come in, there's a full menu. So there's as many items on the menu as you would have in a restaurant during lunch.
Yes.
Mentioning that, we have a strain right in front of us that we referred to earlier in the stream. We got some red eyes rolled up. And check out our little prop baggie. Isn't that cool, CBD?
And for this is only for entertainment purposes only,
Mhm.
Educational purposes.
Yep.
educational purposes. This is CBD.
Yes.
But this
Yes.
CBD is referred to as red eyes.
Yeah, red eye CBD.
Yep. And we'll light an incense in a little bit so y'all can get a glimpse of the types of pre-roll joints we have for you. But another topic I wanted to talk about was on that I really want to touch down on was pros and cons
Mhm.
of smoking. And
Mm.
why do you smoke? Like,
I like to smoke because it, to be honest, at my best, it makes me creative.
okay.
It makes me get into my own head a little, in my own thoughts, and get them straightened out. It actually helps me. Before it was back in the day, it was always just fun, or I just tried to
Mm,
fight to get high. But now that I know the difference between indica and
yeah,
sativa,
yeah,
like I actually can take indica and help
yeah,
self-medicate for ADHD,
yes, same. Mm,
and that way I don't have to worry about being on meds and stuff.
yeah, I don't really
And
like that
and then my
either.
anxiety, and what for a long time it was like I could smoke somebody's weed and have that real chill moment, because I didn't know the difference between indica
Yeah,
and sativa. And then I would get from someone else, and then I'm like this, like wired. So
see,
once I learned that sativa was just not for me for a high anxiety
mm,
person, it worked out and
I
it
wish I
keeps
would
me
have known that
down.
when I was younger, when I first started and I was smoking for fun.
Yeah, the
Because
medicinal aspect
yeah,
of it.
because
Yeah.
certain ones would make me feel like, damn, like they laced this blunt, and it's just the strain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sativa, and I like my indicas and my hybrids, but sativas used to make me feel like I was bringing out,
Yeah,
like oh shoot, like and
exactly. It
I have
makes
to
your
go
anxiety
outside
twice
and
as bad.
but I smoke indica specifically
Yeah, me too.
because of anxiety as
Mhm.
well, but also for pain.
Okay.
Because I've had a couple incidents happen. Like when I was younger, I had an incident happen playing basketball. Somebody clipped me out the air. I forget
Oh,
who.
wow.
It was on purpose, but I landed on my neck, was paralyzed from the waist down for a little bit,
No
for a
way.
couple months, and that process mentally was,
Yeah.
draining, but physically, like to this day, if I do a lot of lifting or something, like I used to weld. We had to lift tons of steel, get home, my back's hurting to the point where
Really?
trying to roll out the bed, couldn't.
Really?
And
And you
so,
seem like
like,
the perfect health
yeah,
now,
hmm
thanks to weed.
exactly, exactly. And I've also seen like the little drops
Mhm.
used for stuff more like seizures and
The
other health,
tinctures.
yes, and
Yeah.
other health benefits because I know they talk a lot about marijuana being a drug and we look at it bad, but I truthfully believe if you use it in the right way, it's definitely
And I
not.
will say that's one thing about the team at Soul Vapor are experts. They're just not out here picking up some weed. They're experts in their field. They know the strands, what it's going to do for you, the health benefits, the medicinal benefits. So that's one thing we like sharing with customers. So definitely come on down
Mhm.
and have a conversation.
Yeah. And feel free to ask us our like preferences on strains or anything that you need concentrate wise as well. We do know a lot about it and we can help. We help a lot of vets as well that come in here.
Yes, and military, we get
Hmm
military discounts
hmm
3 times a year because we do respect our veterans.
Yes, active and not active.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was checking you saying. You said what? You good? Okay, cool, cool, cool. On to our next topic. Uh, Okay, we're gonna give a couple shout outs and then we're gonna start. Sorry, then we're gonna start our little session.
Hmm.
CBD.
About CBD.
Yes. So I want to truthfully give a shout out to a couple people that mean a lot to me with smoking and entertaining art, all that. I want to give a shout out to Cheech and Chong.
Mhm.
You should know who that is. Bob Marley and
Of course.
definitely Josh Kesselman.
Shout out Josh.
Yeah,
Love the raw brand.
love the raw brand. Love it, love it, love it. Um, what you want to start with on the CBD, my brother?
You've been asking me about the history of Cell Vapor.
Oh yeah, we can definitely.
Yeah.
So to get on to the next topic, y'all, we're in our CBD session. We're gonna let Boss Lady tell you a little bit about the history of Soul Vapor, what was her inspiration on it, and
And we're gonna
everything.
light one.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll
hmm
light one and puff and pass.
hmm It should also give you a little bit more insight on the TMP and everything else you need to know about upcoming
Shows, stuff.
shows.
Yep. With
hmm
TMP, basically, we're gonna be coming down here. One of the this every Sunday is going to be a basically soul talk. So like Oprah has her Sunday talk show. Soul Sunday, we have Soul Talk on Sundays.
Mhm.
Come down here and talk about CBD and the instruments, the health benefits, some of the stuff we're touching on today. I'm also working on sipping tea, which would be sort of like a girl show, sort of like the talk, the social. So
Mhm.
me and a couple other girlfriends, they're chiming in via um, cams or whatever, and we're going to be discussing some interesting topics of today. One thing most of the people who've ever followed me through Transmuse Planet may say everything revolved around LGBTQIA issues, and it did. What will not be that because we're a part of a big, wide community, and we have so many other interests. And some of the interests for us and for my partner was flower, hence and vaping, hence why he opened up Soul Vapor. So really, is my fiance of 13 years. Um, he was struggling in Charleston, South Carolina, doing the work that he liked, and we had just discovered vaping. And we would go in, and he was wanting to learn how to do uh, vaping of how to build your own coils. Usually, those are sit down teachable moments because it takes a while. Some people are pros at it. It was just that atmosphere that we have that we tried to bring to the table now here at Soul Vapor is the same attitude that got us into it was a place that we felt comfortable coming to, that didn't judge you, um, explain things well to you, made you feel like you were doing something, we were understanding about vape products.
Hmm.
So, actually, the first place we were actually staying in a hotel, and the first place he ever made it was in a hotel room,
Hmm.
and I worked front desk at that hotel.
Wow.
And the first bottles of juice were sold at the front desk where I
Oh,
worked.
dang, that's smart.
Yeah. So after that, he got enough. He got up to get a website, and he started the online. And I think it wasn't maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, he had his first online order.
Wow.
And things went pretty much smoothly after that. For the next 2 years, had a growing online business, and we relocated here to West Virginia,
Hmm.
and finally opened up a brick and mortar
Yeah.
in Princeton. And then Virginia, which is only 10 minutes from the West Virginia side. We're right here on the state line. If y'all ever come to Bluefield, Virginia, West Virginia, Princeton, Harrisburg, we're right here on the border. It's a really cool area. So what West Virginia don't allow, everybody runs to Virginia, and if Virginia, everybody runs to West Virginia. I'm sure everybody who lives on the border town can relate.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
And he came across the state line and started a dispensary. Our
Yeah.
ideas was just about like disjointed, and one of the reasons why we wanted to do this show and start bringing our customers involved and bringing something to you at home because we wanted to be like our favorite show, disjointed.
Hmm. Definitely.
Yes.
We got some
Yes.
great personalities in the house. All of our experts in the house all come with their own knowledge, and we all build a great team that's a fun atmosphere to be around. I'm just perplexed by what I'm looking at right in front of me.
Oh yeah.
You and me, though.
By the way, shout out Seth Rogen, the OG ski on cross joints. I mean,
Oh,
cross
Okay.
CBD joints. You know,
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna smoke
stay
it, but it
blessed as
feels
well. You know,
blasphemous.
we gotta pray. You know, yeah.
When you got to pray before you pull.
Right, right. That looks crazy. Can you walk us through a little bit of the process of how to roll a J
So
like
how
that?
you would roll a cross joint, right? What you would do to prepare for that, of course, you would get your flour ready. If you want to have regular 1 1/4 rolling papers, whatever you use, instant papers, um, and then you would want to have one king size and a
Mhm.
crutch.
Gotcha.
After you get that, you of course grind it way down. You don't want it too fine. I mean, you know, you don't want it too fine. You don't want it too thick. And like chunks and nuggets and stuff.
Hmm.
So then you would of course take either like forgive me. You would take you a toothpick is what I use here at Soul Vapor, and then poke it through the king size joint that you roll. I mean,
Jesus.
Help us.
And we're only going to get higher from
Yeah,
here.
But yes, you would stick toothpick through your CBD roll, kind of dance it around, make a nice decent size hole. Then you would take your smaller 1 1/4 CBD roll, stick it and kind of twist it through. Take some of the extra gum off of the other papers, and basically make it look like real cross. No blasphemy. Um, once you do that, then you want to kind of light the tip part and then the other sides, and that's kind of how you get it going. And when it gets to this part, don't be afraid, it will connect, especially if the airflow is how it's supposed to be. But yeah, I like to roll on the smoke. I'm not really like a preference to roll all the time because it
Yeah.
kind of takes a lot of time to
Yeah.
do.
Well, I think with a lot of these, they're more showy pieces because, you know,
Mhm.
your regular, as we start the show off with, your regular J, we're thinking like half a gram, right?
Mhm.
As your typical go-to day to day. You know, you're just rolling up something quick. This is definitely something to kind of show, kind of like show your proficiency with rolling because Ryan in the house is the best roller. He can roll anything in 15 minutes if he watches a video. And we got him tapped for this video, especially to show you all these different fantastic roll-ups you can make on your own or come into Soul Vapor and get.
And he also does our $5 pre-rolls.
Mhm.
So you can always come in here and get something just quick, just enough to take the edge out.
Yes. And don't let the fives fool you. Sometimes they have decent amount of
Mm-hmm.
CBD strains in them, and it's a nice little cigarette break at work, or wherever you're
Absolutely.
doing. You outside doing some landscaping, or just hiking or anything. Like I went to what was it, Dismal Falls the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, dude. We sat out there. Of course, we had
Which files?
Dismal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's got the little waterfall. You jump off and everything. We didn't jump off because we had.
Yeah.
But I was going to, but yeah, the wife was like, no, no. I have a other side of me that likes to do very extreme sports. And
Oh, really?
I tend to go head first most of the time
What's your most extreme sport?
that I've done. I would say extreme sport that I've done. Snowboarding and surfing. I surfed out in Florida and got bumped
Yeah,
by a
that's
great
not
white
too
shark.
risky.
Not too risky until you get people that just don't read
Yeah.
fishing signs on the pier that tell you don't fish with live chum.
Oh,
And
shit.
then you get a great white that bumps you and you realize shark skin feels like sandpaper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And luckily we caught a wave right after and it was a baby we had because back in the day we used to have the shark radar. They had a bunch of great whites tagged out there in Florida, so we kept track to know where to be and where
Mm.
not to be. And at that point, it was I forgot the name of it, but it was tagged and it had just got released. So when it smelled the chum, it came over there and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat something." And so they
Okay.
cleared out the beach that day, and we went back and surfed the next morning. It was pretty fun. Not really scared of sharks. I've swam with them before, but snowboarding definitely a lot more dangerous. I've
Mm-hmm.
had a friend. Sorry, Corey. Don't mean to put you on blast. But I've had a friend mess up his knee and had to get a replacement ACL
Mm.
because he was going too fast and ended up slipping off of the little bump. He thought it was a jump. It's a bump. You're just supposed to pick up speed and go. He jumps straight into a tree. All you see
Okay.
is his leg wrapped around it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, snowboarding, the high velocity things, I'm not an extreme sport person by any means. Hate heights, hate velocity, not my thing. So what I posit to you guys is what's one thing you just wouldn't do? Would you never skydive? Would you never
I
go?
can't say
I
I
that.
don't know.
would never
I
jump
can't say
out of
that.
a plane.
Yeah, jumping out of planes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
skydiving.
I
I'd
can't say
probably.
that. I've already started doing the courses to do it, and I think one day, like right now, I don't think I'm ready to do it. I know if I get up there and I'm up there, yeah,
It looks fun.
but
Yeah.
I have like I'm not scared of heights, but I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
like you get up to a certain point and it's like, oh fuck, like you ever
No, I
been to
think
the
that's
top
just
of
a
the
human
Empire State Building?
reflex.
and like look down, and
Uh-huh.
See,
being on top of that, it looks like the building is leaning. Like,
Mhm.
bro, and
yeah, seeing little
sometimes that just
towns
does
look
it
like
makes me
ants.
like
Stiff.
freeze, and I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
feel like if I was to jump right now, of course you can't jump like yourself on the first one, but
Yeah,
if I was to jump by myself after that, I'd have to be ready to,
Yeah,
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
because mm-mm.
You're doing a high altitude
Yeah,
high.
but I can say I have tried rock climbing. It's
Yeah.
fun, but very tiring. You have to be
mm,
in shape for that because if you run
Mhm.
out of strength and the only thing left to hold you is where you brace yourself
oh wow,
and you
Yeah.
drop 15 feet, you better hope that brace holds because I've seen
Yeah.
a couple people who braces have broken.
Hmm.
They didn't fall to the death, but it was still like the impact from swung them into the rock. And,
okay,
you break a bone still doing that.
no
So,
Right.
choices.
I got one.
mm,
Caving. Never. I'm never doing caving.
mm,
Really?
Yeah, well, extreme caving, I should say. That stuff where you gotta wiggle your way into crevasses so small.
Yes.
I don't remember what movie it was exactly with those like albino like cave people, but they were
it's
like
called cave.
maybe it's called cave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they
Talk
go
about
down
what the
there.
is the got those little weird albino
Hmm.
looking monsters with
Monster kind
crazy
of creature.
mouth, no eyes and shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
They
that was how.
crawling on the ceiling and then they like
Yeah,
took the scuba divers underwater and shit.
thought it was as
Yep.
below or as above, so below, or is that something similar?
No, okay, so the sub low was made after that cave movie.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, I got
The
you.
cave movie is that was I had it on
Yeah.
VHS. Like,
Phew,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, dark, cramped,
Okay, so
alone.
I can agree
Nah,
with that. I would not do cave. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do cave diving like with
right.
the scuba diving gear,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
That's a little extra.
just cave.
Looking for those little teeny
Like no, I
crevices
see
Uh-huh.
that
people doing
no
that and just
human
watching the
should be
videos. It
in.
makes me hold my breath because I'm like, all right, is
Yeah.
he gonna get out? I'm big on like
That's popular
small
Even
now, though.
spaces. I can't do that. I have to
even
be
like
able to.
vicariously on video games. Give me in like like Oblivion just came out with a remaster. They got a level in a dream where you go into like deep waters, and it just freaks me out. Can't do it.
Yeah, tiny spaces.
Yeah. And that stuff is so popular now. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, and they sit there and they do that constantly,
Yeah.
where they get up in these little tiny little crevices and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you doing
I'm not
that?
gonna lie, I
Good
can't. I
stuff.
don't really like roller coasters no more. Just off of all the stuff that's been happening with them. Like, and I got on one at the carnival that came,
Hmm.
but Chris and Caitlin was there, and I wasn't finna look like no no PUS at I got on the first one. Me and Kayla got stuck at the top. I'm sitting there like, well, if you let me get down from this ride, I'll ride one more, but that's it. And then we got on the cyclone, and I just remember going upside down. And like, you forget the people that control the ride really control the ride. So they flung us upside down, stuck us there. We spinning. We go, and then we go back the other way. And I'm just like, yeah, not this ain't for me. I take my medicine and I like to align my chakras. I don't
I'm
like
in love with my little man here. He's got a little
to.
bag he's holding for me.
Shout out Chucky. Creators of
Like.
Chucky. Love Chucky, bro. Big Chucky fan. Oh shoot, why we on that?
Hmm.
What's one of your favorite flower movies?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Good question.
Gotta love classic Cheech and Chong. Let me see. For me, probably I like Pineapple Express for what it's worth. It's a good movie. It aged fairly well. Love Seth Rogen, of course. Shout out Seth Rogen twice. Um, I would say Pineapple Express for me. It's the quintessential stoner movie. Oh man,
I mean,
there's
it's
so many
not
good ones though. Grandma's Boy is another one.
Oh
I
yes.
love
all the
Grandma's Boy.
scary movies.
Scary Movie
Yes.
2, where he gets rolled up in the
I'm so
giant
glad you
joint.
said that. Oh my gosh. Like I was just doing a whole like binge watching series of that
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those
last
are my
month.
favorite.
And like I forgot all about the one where Marlon Wayans gets freaking rolled up in the joint.
Yeah, it's
It
smoked
just
by the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
he's the one getting smoked, bro. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, he's like 30% cannabis at that
Yeah,
point.
bro.
Like, how much you be smoking?
The damn plant got so just fucking flew out the window.
That was funny.
Uh,
My favorite, I would have to say the OG How High.
Okay.
Redman, Method Man, and Mike
Oh
Epps.
yes, I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah, when they smoked their friend, the ashes of their fucking friend, that had me. I was dying.
That was being
Like,
high, yeah.
I was dying. But you know what's crazy? The reference from that movie got put into the second one when DC Young Fly and Lil Yachty ran into the frat house, and they all was sitting down there smoking the dead fraternity brothers.
Hmm.
It was a reference to the first one.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't think like many people picked up on it, but I watched it over. I watched it for the second time because like I don't really like the second one. I like DC Young Fly. Don't get me wrong. I don't want no backlash from that. I love DC Young Fly. Rock with Lil Yachty on certain things he does, not everything,
If you're
but
a fan, chime in. Let us know you're a fan of
yeah.
them.
But the first one was always gonna be my favorite, and then my second is dude, where's my car?
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah, like that
yeah.
one. I remember back in the day, my
And Bill and Ted.
yeah. Oh man,
Bill
that's a
and Ted.
good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. But what else?
Well, what's that you got? That's that big fat one. That's the
Oh,
one I'm curious
it's the
about.
shotgun shell. It's the
Wow.
shotgun shell. We gonna move to the next one. This has
Now I think we talked about coming
seven
up.
filters.
Hmm.
We're gonna have with one giant roll
Hmm.
joint on display for a special price.
Hmm.
And it's going to be for a baller. Only ballers need to apply. So if you're a baller,
For real.
you come on down.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's going to be done up similar. I'm thinking like we're going to do like a glass tip, of course, top of the line, in-house grown, all
Mhm.
that good stuff.
It'd be more road like what me and my wife came up with the name Dublin. You know, the
Hmm.
old school doobies they roll with papers look fat. But with a glass tip, you guys get we normally smoke Dublins every time we together on shift.
Wow.
Hmm.
You're gonna love it. And you get to have glass tip. So
Yep. Keep it,
you
wash
get
it
to
up.
rest with
It's
that.
good forever.
No, this is a shotgun shell
Made with
with
raw tips.
Oh my
7
God.
raw tips. Shout out
Josh.
Josh. Yeah, appreciate the raws. And then I took some other raw paper, ones you have to roll, put it around it.
Oh, that is crazy.
And it looks exactly like a shotgun shell. I would put that in my shotgun.
Oh, real quick,
I
before we
definitely
completely
would.
move on from the cross,
What's going on?
what do we think about the cross overall as a joint? What would we give that as like a scale of 1 to 10? How do we enjoy that?
On a
It was
scale of 1 to
nine.
10,
10 being the best.
Yeah, 10 being the best, of
I would
course.
give it a 6.5, 7.
I feel very similar. I
Just
feel like a
because,
five or a
like you
six.
said, I feel it's a display.
It's a
I feel like
display.
you roll a perfect one,
Uh-huh.
display it. Because,
Yeah.
like, it's honestly a hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to make sure the tiny CBD roll has
Mm-hmm.
enough airflow, and then it has to go in with the airflow
Yeah.
of the actual
Yeah.
king size CBD.
I
And
feel
if it
my credit.
doesn't, then
Yeah.
you only burning, you
Mm-hmm.
only burning at that point. So
I feel my main criticism with the cross joint is it's just two regular joints. I mean, it doesn't really elevate the game, really. It's just two joints
yeah.
stuck together. Now, this shotgun shell, I have yet to see this thing in action, but it looks like it elevates the game. The pull on this thing has got to be crazy. The size of a thumb.
Wow.
Wow. How
I
much do
can't
you
wait to
think is
hit
packed
it.
in that?
Yeah.
Do you think we got like
Oh, by the
3.5 in
way,
there?
this is my first ever shotgun shell roll. Just so y'all know, and that I
That
gotta
was
give it to
good.
myself.
Oh, yeah, for
I'm
sure. You
not
really
boasting,
killed the
but
I can
game.
imagine
I
just
was
one
nervous
hit.
doing this. Like,
One hit would be all that has to
yeah,
take.
Well, strap in because we're all getting one hit, at least.
I'm strapped.
Yes, sir.
And do we have can I answer the phone for a
Yes,
viewer?
go right
Good, you
ahead.
good, good.
I think it might be a viewer.
Might be a viewer. We'll wait a little bit for Boss Lady to get back. I'm gonna go ahead and start lighting the tip of it.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
But anyway, I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday evening. I know we are. We always do. We have blessed days every day. And for those that aren't really feeling like they're having a great day, it's gonna get better.
because it's a new day.
It's gonna get better. Don't
Today
let it bring you down.
it is midnight. Today is a new day.
Yeah.
We are burning down the second J of the night,
Mm.
looking fabulous. Now, can you walk us through a little bit of how you rolled that? Now we know what went into it, but how did you
So
get that
how did
thing
I
together?
roll this? So
That
I
incense stick
took
looks wonderful.
2 incense stick papers and I stuck them together,
Mhm.
the king size ones. And I let that dry a little bit. While I was letting it dry, I went and got a couple, like 7 of the raws, took some tape, taped those together to make it kind of like, into a sphere. And then I took 2 other of the crust papers, flat ones.
Mhm.
I wrapped them around. He helped me with it,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
made it tight enough to where it stays like bamboo crutches you get
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
stuff. And then what I did was I put it at the end of the papers before I put my CBD in it, and I rounded
Mhm.
up probably I would say about 3 to 3.5
Yeah.
of the CBD, and not too fine. Again, not too fine. You do it too fine, it will definitely fall through your crutch. I proceeded to pack it down at
Mhm.
first, so it's the same size as the filter. And then I grabbed my papers from end to end, each corner,
Mhm.
and kind of, rolled it to make it tight. Then I proceeded to tuck it. But while I had this piece of paper like this,
Mhm.
so in tucking it, it probably went down. That way, all you had to do is just pull it over
Mm.
and then lick. But as you lick on a shotgun shell, you want to take your index finger and push your CBD back in because it will go out. It will end up deforming if you don't do that.
Oh, wow.
So, in order to keep it like this, takes a lot of focus
How
and
long did it take you to actually roll it now?
not long at all.
Really?
Probably like 2 minutes if
Yeah.
that.
If anybody interested in a live breakdown on rolling it,
Yes.
just let us know. We'll definitely put that video out for you.
Mhm. Definitely will.
That's maybe like smoking 5 joints at once.
Easy. Gotta be. That's how this is.
It's almost like a sage stick.
Hmm. Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
I don't got baby lungs either.
Oh my God, this is yes, it's heaven.
Yes. I think I might have to roll another one of those whenever I get the chance. First one, I honestly have not. I like how it pulls. It's definitely a real even pull.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
And which flower was this,
That was
Trent?
the red eye.
The red eye. Oh, the
Hmm.
red eye is good.
Red eye, and then it. What else?
That is an indica
Yeah. It was just all.
that we have here this week. Red eye indica.
Yes. Yes. And let us know also anything suggested for the channel, for the store, anything. But I also wanted to say, let us know if we should do our own brand of pre-rolls, CBD
Yeah.
pre-rolls, different sizes, different kinds. Let us know, because that was also something I thought about when I was
Yeah.
doing a little bit of research and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We could definitely do that.
That's so wonderful cool.
Oh.
I
Yes,
know.
sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir. It's like you don't worry. We got you.
We ain't gonna smoke it out.
Pass it to Chucky.
We ain't gonna smoke it without
So let's chat. You can pull your knife. Maybe that's how you.
you. That'll bring him back to life, you know? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really like the new Child's Play movie that they made for Chucky. You know how
I
they
haven't
tried to do
seen
it? They
it.
tried to bring it
Mhm.
back and
Yeah.
redo it. Like I feel like certain movies you shouldn't.
Yeah,
You
they
should just
sometimes
leave
they just leave well enough
alone.
alone.
Yeah, because like to
They
me,
drain all
it
the
drains.
love
Like
out
it
of it.
doesn't make people want to go back and look at the old one because they like,
Yeah.
"Oh, every time I look this up, this pops up. You know,
Right. Right.
Child's Play. I also like some of the Disney remakes.
Yeah,
Oh.
Like it's definitely been a hit or miss.
yeah.
And I
And
Yeah.
you
feel like
see,
some of them
nobody's
just
ever
is
trying to
too much
bring
CG.
back E.T.
Don't
You know, because that's an
Right. Right.
original.
don't try to bring back ET. Don't try to bring back
Don't touch Spielberg.
Back from the Future, Back to the
Yes.
Future. Don't bring back none of those. Like those were OGs. Like
Mm-hmm.
what else? What's another good one they shouldn't bring back?
Wait, Back to the Future did have a was it a
They had
prequel?
like a
A
prequel, but
prequel.
they didn't. I don't even remember that.
I know.
Like
I
I
mean,
don't at all.
Rick and Morty has like a touchstone of that, with the dog and Morty kind of thing, but that's like the only way it kind of like has been revised or taken on in recent times with
Yeah.
like that, you know,
I feel
trope.
like Lion King, Mufasa
Yeah,
that was
good.
good.
It was
yeah.
good. Lilo and Stitch was definitely good too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely changed a lot to it though.
Yeah.
They didn't put what's the big blue dude with the four arms, the one that was hunting Stitch.
Two, I don't
They
know.
didn't put him in there. They just put basically the Guardians that was at the beginning who was chasing them down. And then they didn't show you like no alien that was in the forest that was trying to come get him and none of that. And I feel like they should have. It was a good movie, but to only put it as the US FBI CIA is the one that knows what's going on. It's like,
Mm.
Did y'all ever see Sinners?
yes.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
What do
my,
y'all
yeah.
think
I
about
love
that
that.
movie?
I
Great
love that movie.
movie, great
That
And
take
I
on
movie.
feel like it is way
vampires.
deeper than
Mm-hmm.
what people may have seen it as.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it had a
Several,
very spiritual
yes, all kind of
Mm-hmm.
levels.
insight on it because the vampires aren't normal vampires, right?
They play
I
by some
don't
of the
think they
same
were meant to
rules.
be put off as vampires because when you
Mm-hmm.
seen them, wouldn't that look like somebody that was possessed or somebody that had something on them and then they trying to get you to come and join their family?
And
It's
then
just
another
so good
thing,
over here.
you notice at the end,
Mhm.
they go back and they see the little young guy.
Yep,
He's
and
an
he's
old
old.
man now,
Yep.
right? And they looking at him and they almost look sorrowful. Like, yeah, we're still suffering. You know?
That's why they had to come back and recruit him.
Yeah, they
Because
tried.
they want him to suffer too, and he got to live out his life doing what he loved most.
Yeah.
And still told him, "Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I got to just sit here." And he smiled at him. And mind you, they vampires,
Mm-hmm.
right? You would be scared to sleep. And he's sitting there smiling, knowing you can't do nothing to me.
I know that's what
Like I don't give you permission to do nothing to me.
Yeah.
And it was just had me like,
Yes.
because the whole movie, like, it had you like sitting there, like, oh, what's gonna happen?
I know.
From the time you meet the twins,
It wasn't as scary as I thought,
no,
but it had a lot more levels to it than
yes,
I ever thought.
like
Too.
Definitely
if you
tense.
have not
Definitely
seen
tense at the
Sinners
end.
with Michael B. Jordan, definitely tap into Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. It is a movie worth watching, worth debating, worth talking about. Honestly, I feel like they definitely need to make a second one since we know that there's two vampires still alive, right? I feel like they should carry it over. You see the clothing they had on,
Yeah.
definitely 90s theme, right?
Yeah, they did stop
They
in a
should
certain
take it
era
from that era
to
and
now.
move it to 2025.
That's probably the next step.
Because then, you know how much crazy shit's going on, around us? You could blend it in with that. And we wouldn't know who was who.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know who was who.
Yeah, especially these.
Because the writer, the director, oh my gosh. He needs to be nominated.
And where else is his name and popping up lately? Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
The Trial. That is right. How y'all feel about it? Been following that? The P. Diddy?
No, not really.
It's horrific.
Honestly.
It's horrific.
It's
I
just
tapped
crazy.
out
It's
early.
crazy to see a lot of people that's in it. That first, when you first thought of it, when you heard about the Diddy situation, right? It's a lot of people being mentioned now,
It's
and
just
I'm
some
like,
nasty
oh
stuff. I mean,
shit.
it's some stuff that you
I
be
knew it was
like,
gonna be a mess, But to know
Yeah.
that it's reaching as far as it's reaching, and
And it is as
we,
gross
and it's like,
that you even thought it could have been.
yeah, it's like capital
Yeah.
GRO
Yeah, it's a
double
lot more
S.
nastier than you thought it would be.
It ain't just that shit y'all be hearing on your stuff, and we not gonna get too into it on this podcast. We might have another episode talking about it, but yeah,
After
you get a
hours.
chance to check in. If you don't get a chance to check in with your, doing it yourself, check in with us. We're gonna have an after hour show, and we'll be able to talk about.
And I would say now there's this girl I would
Mhm.
recommend to watch. It's Rotten Mangoes. Rotten Mangoes. She breaks down the trial
Everything
each day, the trial back to back. I mean, detail.
detailed
I
by
would check her
detail.
out on
Uh-huh.
YouTube.
Hmm. Yes. I'm scared to smoke that.
And that's about to blow me away.
That's why they call it a shotgun shell.
I'm blown away.
Oh man. Appreciate everybody that's in here. Everybody that joined. Even if you left, you joined. Appreciate y'all being in here.
This was fun. Thank you for being a part of our
Yes.
first podcast vlog.
Mm-hmm.
Old lady in the house. But
Boss lady to y'all. I was like, no, for real. Don't play with boss lady. You gotta deal with her whole family, and she got a family over here. But no, come join the family for real. We are very genuine people, not hard to get along with.
Everyone is welcome.
Yes. Even if you just want to come chat, we open ears, we open hearts, everything. We answer any question you got.
And don't forget, every Sunday we're streaming. I have movie nights. Um, Wednesday is open mic. Come down here, read some poetry. Try your hand at some karaoke. We
Mm.
have Thursday game nights, which they're going to also be doing the Twitch streaming from there as well. So on some of those game nights, so y'all stay tuned for their game nights with Soul Vapor,
Yes.
420. And
Mhm.
then Fridays and Saturdays we have live shows. So definitely come on out 703 South College Avenue in the big double B, Bluefield, Virginia, West Virginia.
Virginia.
The Big Blues.
Yep.
Come and check us down. Check us out.
Check us down. Late night, lots of smoke. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all. Did y'all want to end it right now or after we smoke the last one?
Let's cut it right now.
Yeah.
Cut it
we
right
cut
now.
it now.
Okay.
All
Greatly
right.
appreciate y'all. Again, tune in to the Twitch. You can check out Twitch schedule to see when we up. Right now, it's only saying every Sunday, but we will add to it. So I will check it every day or every other day when you can. Peace out from the Soul Vapor fam. This is Soul Talk. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.